Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm running a little behind. Hang on, let me get, I'm going to have to run upstairs and get something. Hang on. Trying to get to my Flippy Floppy tags. Hey, I got to grab something and it's upstairs. So let me run up real quick and I'll be back. I have to show you something I got in the mail. And I did a video on the other something that I got in the mail. Let's see if I put all that stuff back in here. Yeah, I'll be right back. You guys say good morning to each other and chit chat, and I'll be back. All right. Who else has come in? Nydia, Juju, Big Mama. That's right. Coffee is allowed. And let me look at the birthday calendar here and see. We missed Barbie's, but she hasn't been in. So we're good on everybody else. So, I'm going to unplug this light again for a little bit. It's doing that stripey thing. I ordered a new camera. It'll be here tomorrow. Okay, I did a video on this. If you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it. This was the first one I received, so this is the first one I'll show. Look at that beautiful envelope. I just covered up the addresses. And I took the postage label, came off. There's a little tiny bit left over here, but I was able to get it off. And I hate that they wrote on it. But look at that envelope. It's made out of a bubble mailer. It's just adorable. So this is happy/birthday mail from Big Mama. I don't know if she says, I'm counting it as birthday mail too, Big Mama. So She did one of these pages. I love this stuff. Is it Scotch tape that you're using? Certainly not packing tape, would be too heavy, I think. Where she'll take a book page and take the tape and pull off the top layer of the paper that has most of the ink on it. So then you're left with something that you can actually write on. So she sent me one of those. And then this beautiful book page with a napkin on the corner, and it says bless. And then this beautiful tag. I had never thought of putting little buttons right at the top of the tag. But I love it. And I love the stitching you used on here. She used a fancy stitch from her sewing machine. And then she took a pair of those, well, I don't know, maybe it was an edge punch. It was either an edge punch or those fancy little scissors that make fun edges. Masking tape. Okay. Hi, Mimi. Aw. Baby's off to school. So she did that and decorated it. That is gorgeous. And I love these. These are just little mass make things that she had a lot laying around and sent out some. Look at that. Put a paper clip in the middle of that and make it a paper clip. But these are little papers that she did the concertina fold like you would do for a ruffle, but then form them into a circle. And some are painted or inked, some are looks like maybe had washi tape on the edge, and I don't know, just different ones. But I love those. Those will make great little embellishments. Masking tape. I have a folder of it called Big Mama. Pictures of Sandy and her hat. Somewhere I have a picture of her. Are you talking about the Uncle Sam hat? Hello, Rebecca. All right. And then this one, these are some of those little miniature faux letters that she makes. Put some text stamping to look like an address, a butterfly, and then what looks like a stamp up here at the top. And then a little piece across the top for a tuck, or across the edge, and then some writing space on the inside. Love that. Love that. And then this one's a little bit different. Same thing, text to look like the address and a little stamp. Only on this one, she punched a hole or cut or however she did it, slit in the middle one there, and then that folds way down for writing on. And then that folds back up. Offcut scraps. Yep. I have tons of offcuts. It's fun to make things out of them. So I have that little letter. I love those. And then this is like a little piece of balsa wood or something that she painted black, put some green eyelets in it, and then a little Alice in Wonderland stamp or picture or something on there. And then it looks like it's been varnished, and a couple of little rings in it to hang it. So this could be like a flip. You could make it a charm. You could do whatever with it. So that was a really fun little package. Oh, cereal box. Okay. Glossy accents. There you go. So that was my little happy mail / birthday present. And then I got a beautiful note with it. So I'm calling it happy mail / birthday present from Big Mama. And then a couple of days ago, I got a happy mail / birthday present from Juju. And it's awesome. So the first thing I pulled out, you know how I had said that I wanted some bowls to put like all my little pieces in and then I could throw them away so they didn't end up all over my desk? She made me 2 bowls. This one looks like she took a like a round something or other and then just put strips of paper, painty papers. They look like what am I thinking of? The brayer and the roller jelly prints. And just, made a bowl of it. I don't know if it's supposed to be flat on the sides or shipping did that. And I just need to, I don't know. But I think what I'm going to do on the inside for sure, where I can see it, I might right in the middle put like a rice paper print in there, a real pretty flower or something. I love it. I really do love it. Juju, she was like, oh, it's ugly. And I love the colors. I love that you signed it. And I love it. Oh, it might. I'll have to, I don't know. This paper's pretty matte and it's actually soaked into the paper. If it had a glossy finish on it, it would. I'll just put something else up there when I go to use it. I'll just put something. So anyway, I got that bowl. And then I know. So Miss Juju, tell me if it's supposed to be flat on the sides or if that just happened in mailing. Because either way, I love it. Because it's a little bowl, but there's another one. Look at this that she made. She took fabric and netting and covered it all with, glue so it's kind of stiff. Put some lace around the top of it. Put something in the middle. This one's a little bit bigger, so I think I may use this one too. I love it. Big old butterfly there. I love it. I love, love, love it, Juju. Oh, that happened in mailing. Okay, so I'll figure out a way to, I might have to put like one more layer. I'll put this over another bowl and layers and layers of fabric. Yep. I love that. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then she sent me a beautiful card. Looks like she embossed it. Happy birthday. She put rice paper behind this, which means I'd have to take it apart to get it out. And her comment in here is, go ahead, take the rice paper out. You know you want to. Oh my gosh. And I can just hear her. She says, happy birthday. Love you. And if you listen to any of her videos, the way she says love you is so endearing. Love you. I think I got it. And in her southern drawl, this just means a lot. But the rice paper, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it there, Juju. Oh, it slides. No. Somehow it got. Oh, there it is. Oops, I tore it just a little bit. It looks like there might be some. Oh, there's a little bit of tape here. That's what was holding it in. Ooh, and so I got some rice paper. That's funny. And she sent me a whole bunch of these, and I already have ideas for these. These are something about how to wear badges, how not to wear them. I don't know. There's some kind of a like corporate thing. And she got a bunch of them. So she sent them. She said, use them if you want, throw them away if you want. Well, I can think of a whole bunch of uses for these. So she sent me play with or throw away. Oh no, with the holes already in the tops like that, there are plenty of ways. All right, so let's put that in there. Don't put it in water and you can't eat it. And then I had said recently that I didn't have a lot of distress oxides. I'm going to plug this back in now and see if we can get it better. That's the next thing I got to replace is my ring light because, oops. Hang on, I got to get this thing fixed. I hate, and I got to get a new camera holder. I don't like a lot of what, I don't like my setup at all. It's a magnetic badge. Don't put it too close to your head. It will delete your hard drive. And so I got a couple of new distress oxides to play with. So that was my Mama Juju birthday present, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And Big Mama, I love the Happy Mail. And is that why you're so loopy, Big Mama? So I'm going to say last happy birthday to me before we finish up with the birthday week. Happy birthday to me. Cheers, everybody. Raise your glass and take a sip. I'm drinking tea this morning. All right. Now for today's, do a thumbs up if you haven't. Would you like to be, for your badges at work? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. You guys are all so awesome. Just so awesome. Made me feel special on my birthday. All right, let me get some paper out here. I need some coffee dyed paper. Get a couple of these, and we'll make a Flippy Floppy tag. Oh, would you like? I'll have to repeat it later because there aren't so many people in here. You want to hear? Well, we'll wait till Juju gets back, and I'll give you my big announcement for today. So I just saw this morning. I was watching a video while I was having my bagel. Oh, I ate breakfast before art. Shame on me. And it was this Flippy Floppy tag. And I said, let me zoom out a little. Pull this down a little. I said, we got to make that. So, and I don't even remember how old that video could have been. I need to fold this in thirds, and I don't want to have to measure, so I'm just gonna, that looks about right there. Close enough. So we're gonna take an 8.5 by 11. Well, you could do any size paper. I came down real quick. That's why I was a little late getting on. I came down and did a little quick prototype. Breakfast before art. BBA. Okay. You get that? So fold it in thirds. And then fold it in half. Anybody know where I'm going with this? Come on. It's stiff right there where there's a copy. All right, let me get my bone folder. Okay, and then on the, look at my big fat arm there. On the folded side, the side where it's folded at the top, we're going to turn this into a tag. I'm going to do them both from this side. All right. I don't know if I did that right. Yep. All right. So now we've got this. Now, hang on a second because I have to see. Okay. Now I'm going to take, hi, KK. Hi, Marie. Hey, I got a good number of invoices out. I have just a couple left. The ones that I need to do a little research on. And some have paid already, but I worked very hard on invoices. I didn't realize so many people. I'm looking for my straight edge and what I did with that. Where did it go? I was just using it. Just using it. All right, we'll punt and do plan B. If anybody can see my orange straight edge on my desk, please holler. And the pencil's broken. Wouldn't you know it? We'll do that one. Nope. It's this one. Remember, lady. Oh, there it is. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Susan. Okay, let me get a basket out here because I've got all my little pieces and I've got something to put them in now. Okay. And so now I've got to do it on this side. And I'm making it a little bit Tony. Oh, Tony. Tony is new here. Good morning. I'll go back and show you what I did here. Just a second. Oh, look, I have all these little scraps now that can go in my little bowls. I'm so in love with these two little gifts. It doesn't take a whole lot to make me happy. Okay. So here's what we have now. We have this, right? And so what I did when I ran the little, might have made them a little too thick, but I ran the thing down so there's a little gap so they'll fold correctly. So we're going to put the middle one towards us, the other two behind, and then fold it. Okay. So now we have the Flippy Flappy. So let me stop for just a minute and give Tony a proper welcome. Welcome to the channel. This is very interactive, so feel free to hop in and offer suggestions. If I put something up for a vote, vote on it. We only have 2 rules in this group. One, pretty self-explanatory. We don't do drama here. we're all friends and we love each other, and that's that. The other rule is no, makes me want to, oh yeah, they grow up. The other rule is no fence sitting. So if I lay out three things and say, which do you like, A, B, or C? Tony, you can't say, I like them all, or I like A and B. That's fence sitting in this group. And we don't do fence sitting, do we, girls? And so you got to pick. And if you can't pick, then you can't vote. So that's our lighthearted rule here, is no fence sitting and no drama. Now, my question to you is, how did you find us? And what part of the state do you live in? Oh, her first baby going to school. No room on the fence. Mimi has the fence. No, Mimi is the one who breaks the fence down. All right, so after we fold this up, look at this. We have this that goes up. What did I do wrong here? I might have cut it wrong. Or maybe I just folded it wrong. Okay, we have this that goes up. Then it opens up to the middle. And then we have this one that goes up here. And then it opens up to the middle. And it opens up in the middle. So, Tony, how did you find us, dear? And whereabouts do you live? Don't need details, don't need your street address, but just what state are you in? City, if you want to share it, but whereabouts are you from? And we're happy to have you here, Tony. All right, you guys, what do you think of this? Here's a Flippy Floppy that goes up. Got all this writing space, or you could decorate it. You could make that a pocket. Opens up to the middle, and you've got another Flippy Floppy, and then it opens up one more time, and you've got another Flippy Floppy. You, the fence sitter, not the type breaker. No, he breaks the ties. So isn't that cool? So let's decorate the front of it. Marie, your invoice will go out today. Juju, your invoice will go out today. Cheryl, you've got one. I did send out. I've got a whole pile of invoices. And then I have a couple people. Well, that's good, Tony. Yeah, I'm going to make a big announcement here. The participation or the attendance and comments have like gone in the toilet, is getting sparser. And I think it's because it's summertime. Everybody's just so busy with summertime. Now kids are starting to go back to school, but I am getting really busy. I've got my huge show coming up in October that I have got to make inventory for because I'm so low on inventory. And I've got to finish cleaning up this room. I just have a lot of stuff that I need to get done. So starting September 1 through, I'll make an announcement when, but definitely through the end of October. Well, you shouldn't do that, Mimi. That's not the point of it. Because I'll tell you, there are people that'll have like 7 or 8 entries in the Happy Mail drawing and they don't win. Somebody with one entry wins. That's happened the last couple months. So having a lot of entries doesn't guarantee anything. But starting on, well, let's see what actual day. Starting the month of September. So that is going to be September 4th. We're only going to do Art Before Breakfast on Wednesdays, one day a week. I will go back to the full week once I get through some of the holiday stuff. I I also have my garden coming, ripening, and I've got to harvest that and do that stuff. And I'm just stretching myself way too thin. So we're going to do Wednesdays only, same time, 8:30 to 10 on Wednesdays. And, then we'll go back. Oops, Donna hasn't been back. On Wednesdays, we'll do Art Before Breakfast. So I'm going to cut back to one day a week starting September 4th. And until then, it's business as usual. And my show is, I think it's the 11th, 12th, and 13th. Oh, Marie, I'll be starting on your birthday. And then I'll need time because I'll have a ton of custom orders. We'll just see how it goes, whether we start back maybe like the first week in November, start back full time. We'll see. Well, Mimi, I'm only doing one show this year. I cut back on shows for this year. I was just really burnt out at the beginning of the year. And that's when you have to like put your applications in for the shows. And I just really got burnt out. And so I have decided that I'm going to, I was going to kind of take the year off, except the one in October in Mount Airy is my favorite show ever. I'll be back to more of a full schedule of shows next year. Your tummy's calling. I hear you, Tony. So the one in mid-October is the only one I'm doing this year. So anyway, that's the big announcement. For September, we're going to start Wednesday. Oh, I just hit the camera. I'm sorry. If you get your breakfast made, come on back. Let me tell you, Tony, well, if you've been a subscriber and if you've watched any of the replays, but if you comment on the videos after they're over, if you go in and make a comment, you enter into a drawing for a free Happy Mail. Well, they canceled the one in Asheville this year. They're not doing it. I would have done that one because that was a good one, although they charge $600 to even get in the show. It's a good thing you sell thousands in that show because it's very expensive to get in, but they're not doing it this year. So, all right, let's finish up with this. So, what do you guys think of this little flippy floppy journal thingy? And then you can turn it over on the back and you've got flippy floppies as well. So let's decorate the front of it. I'm sure that I have something here on my desk. Can you guys tell what that is? I don't want to put it on there if you can't easily tell what it is. Let me see here. I'm looking for some. I'll make one more when this is done. And okay, so you can tell that it's a person with a hat. Okay, let me get a piece of scrapbook paper. Let me grab this. And Mimi, I may use a piece of your favorite paper. Let's pick one of these. I'm going to put this on the front of the Flippy Floppy, and then I'll go real slow on the next one. So if you want to get out a piece of 8.5 by 11, no, too similar, then you can walk along and work along with me. You guys like that? Oops, you can't see it. You guys like that on there? Or the other one I had was this one. Look at that. I think I'm going to use this one because fall is coming. And what I'm going to do, this is the front. Yeah, the black one. I know. Isn't that just great? Just going to take my straight edge. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? No, you don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger because things never fit quite right when you try to cut them to exact size and then you go to glue them on. It doesn't work. Okay, so we'll take the black. And this girl was just sitting on my desk. I'm going to make sure I'm getting the front here. This is the front. And so we're going to put some, first we're going to take a sip of tea. Kathy! Oh, the paper pad is, where did I just put it? You would ask me that after I just had it and set it down. No, I don't see it. Hang on. There it is. It's this one, Amanda from Paper Studio. Let's do some glue stick. Oh my gosh, I love that paper pad. Mimi really loves it too. I think she fell in love with it when I first brought it out, but yeah. And okay. Here we go. Put the cap back on the glue. And then burnish it down. And then we'll cut. So what did everybody do this weekend? I pretty much worked on invoicing. I had to finish sorting. I had to took a pic and put it yourself. It's Paper Studio. Where's Paper Studio from? I can never remember. I don't know. Who's Paper Studio? I think it's Hobby Lobby, but I'm not positive. All right. So there's our Flippy Floppy. It's got a little bit of extra over here. And I can't really cut off because everything's folded together. So we can put some inking on the side there. Now, do you guys like this or should I use something different? What I thought I might do, because I saw this done recently too, and it was so cute. I thought I might take, I saw this other thing on, oh, let me tell you guys really quick. Hang on. Jen's Arty Inclinations is where I saw this flippy flap. She calls them flip flaps. I want to see if I can find a nice big, oh, look at this die cut that I have. Too big for that, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's not a die cut. I'm sorry. It's a fussy cut. I'm looking for something that is big old flower, and I know I have some in here. I need to sort these into their respective folders. They need to be sorted because I have done all of these fussy cuts in this whole box I have recently done over the last month. What I'm looking for is a big old fluffy full flower. Oh, the other thing I'm working on, and I'm going to make static videos with those. I'm working on an alphabet book. I've been watching Susan Gazaway's, and it looks so fun. I'm looking for something to make a great big collar for her. Ooh, I know where I could find a good image. Look at that sharp. I just want a nice round flower. Hang on, I know where I can get one. I know where I have one. Look at that. Look at those blueberries. I just have so much fun stuff. The thing is, I got to get it sorted so that it's usable because it's all just stuffed in this one envelope and it's hard to know what's in there. I think this was my alphabet for my alphabet journal, but let me look over. Okay, let's look for something like this. That's the only one I have in here. And I know I've got tons of flowers like this. What if we made and maybe the colors are going to be clashing, but that might not be such a horrible thing. Sometimes clashing colors are fun. So I saw this done on My Vagabond Styles. Probably have to make her neck longer. And she may not be the right one to do this with, but if we kind of put her down in there, that would make a collar around her head. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. You guys help me out here. What should we put behind her? Or maybe she's not the right. Look at that. Look at that. Hi, KK. Anybody else just come in? Oh, this I got at Dollar Tree. Calling and crying. What do we think about this instead? And then maybe some, yeah, that girl, she'll be good for something else, but she's not the right thing here. Should I fussy cut the whole thing? Maybe so. Maybe we should really just fussy cut out the whole thing. And this is when I harvest my images. This is why I don't always cut everything out right away, because I don't know how I'm going to use it. But I do like these mushrooms. You guys should see the books I have been collecting to fussy cut from. I fussy cut every night after my husband goes to bed and the dishes are all cleaned up. I sit down and fussy cut, and I have got so much fussy cut stuff. And then my husband, he's so funny. He's like, why are you ruining all these really good books by cutting them up? And I said, well, dear, what else do you think is going to happen to them? They'll end up sitting on a bookshelf somewhere, or they'll go into a landfill. I said, what else are you going to do with them? Once you've looked at them, and I always give my books to him first and let him read them if he wants them, because I get some really cool ones. And like, he's really into birds. Oh, Birds and Blooms every year does a best of, you guys. Well, hi, April. So Birds and Blooms does a best of. I'm working on invoices, April, and I need to reach out to you about yours, actually. All right. How about that? All cut out. Let's see, one other thing I need to cut here. There. How about that? And then we can put some book page behind it, maybe? Let's look at a dictionary page. Let's see if we can find a page that has, oh, there's a whole bunch. So it goes from H to P, and it doesn't look like, oh, that's a misprint. Oh, it's stuck in there, that's why. Oh, my word. I'm such a goof. I am such a goof sometimes. Okay. How about if we do something like that, because it says mushroom there. And I just need to tear it down a little more. Okay, there's that. And there's that. And it says mushroom right there. And I probably need to just take this whole thing down just a little bit. So what do you guys think of that? I kind of like it. And I'm thinking I may not even ink it up because it's such a contrast to the back. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? You like it a lot, KK? Let's see. Yeah, Dollar Tree for this guy. I don't buy much at Dollar Tree, but every once in a while. Let's see if we can move it over a little. Probably not. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. We have mushroom right there. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to put a topper on this unless I just put something and I glue something like right on the front here, because it's a fold there and I won't be able to open it if I love that. Now, I do have, let's see. Except in food. Oh my gosh, Tony, we cook with, in fact, we went to the Asian grocery store the other day. We cook with king oyster mushrooms, oh, what are the other ones? Shiitakes, regular seafood mushrooms. We cook with all sorts of different kinds of mushrooms. And my husband and I, in February, we went vegan. And so we cook with a lot of mushrooms, make some good stuff. Some really good stuff. Okay. Ooh, that might stand out on there. What do you guys think about that? In fact, oyster mushrooms, which grow in a little, hey Tammy, in a little cluster. Oh, did I know that your sister had died? Well, I'm so sorry, April. I think I might have known that and forgot it, and for that I apologize. For that I apologize. Okay, I'm doing one of these. I was saying something. I don't know, maybe about the mushrooms. I don't remember now. Remind me if I was in the middle of a story. And Tony, that's something you'll find about me, is I get one of those ADD kind of, I mean, don't have ADD, but like, oh, look, squirrel. Whatever I was talking about is out the door. What about that bow in that dark, dark teal color to go with the black background? Do you like that color, or should I do a red one, or pink beans? Pink beans. Yeah, we are all plant-based, so we're vegan. And I love it. What do you, is that bow too big? Do I need to pull it down, make it a little, I know, I like the teal with that. Might be a tad big. Oh, much better. Much better. And then I can always cut off the little legs if I want to. So what do you think about that? I like it a lot. All right, let's actually... Yeah, so that's what we do on this channel. We just sort of make things off the cuff. Although this idea of this Flippy Flappy journal, like I said, I got it, what did I say? It was Jen's Arty Inclinations. And I'll give her a shout out in the description when I go to post this video. All right, let's make one more so I can go slow. Get yourself out an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then a little notepad so you can take some notes, and we'll do one more. Oh my gosh, that came out so cute, didn't it? And then the rest is just writing space, and I'll ink it all up. I'm not going to do that here. All right, I love it. And then it says mushroom right there. I love it. All right, here's how to make it. Step 1. Now see, I have my little basket. I need to be using it. It's going to take me a while to get used to having that there. Step 1 is fold it in thirds, and I just eyeball it until I get it. That's why my edges are not all even when I fold it up. But it's close enough. If you want to measure it, you certainly can. If you want to make it precise. I'm not that precise kind of gal. Okay, so we just folded it in thirds. Pretty easy. And then we're going to fold that in half. Okay, not quite exactly half, but it works. It works for me. All right, and if you want to take that and chop it off to make it exactly even, if you get it off at the bottom, that works too. All right, and then the next thing we're going to do is chop off the corners. Okay, you guys getting all the steps written down? Put it in the clip. All right, so there we go. We have that. Okay, so we have that. Fold it in thirds, fold it in half. when you cut the corners off, you got to cut it at the folded edge, not this one. The first time I did it at this bottom edge and it didn't work. All right, now we're going to cut apart these two. So up on my shelf there. So we're going to cut off a little bit here, not much. You could take your scissors and cut down there as well if you wanted to, but I'm going to use my straight edge. And so just make sure you're cutting the right pieces. And the way I do that is I open it up and it's like, okay, it's going to be these two that need to flippy flappy. Hang on a second. I need to get that out of the way because I got tons of glue on it and it's getting all over everything. I'll get it off later. Okay, and then we're gonna take this one off. I'm just taking the smallest little. Okay, then we end up with something like this. And the reason, again, that we do this is so that when it folds up, the paper doesn't bunch. Okay, so we're going to fold it in half with the little flappies coming towards you. We're going to send this one to the back. Fold one in and fold the other one in. Nope, I didn't do that right. Hang on, this is where I get, there we go. I went the wrong way. If the top of your piece doesn't do the flippy flap, then you're folding it wrong. So we got flippy flap here. Okay, I got the other one done. How come I can't see? This is what Mimi was saying. She would get them all messed up. So let's do it this way and this way. That's a flippy flap. Okay, that goes on the top. Okay. I just didn't fold it right. Now, with the gal that I watched, what she did is she put little thumb holes at the bottom of the ones that go up. And you could do that. That would help too. And that one goes up and then that one goes up. So you just have to get the right way to fold it. And then you have that. And then you can decorate. What shall we decorate this one with? I'm looking around my desk to see what I have. Be all confused. You just have to keep, so I would say the first part's easy. It's the folding it is where it gets tricky. So the first part, getting this done, is pretty easy, right? We just did thirds, a half, we did this, and then we cut off a little bit of one of the sides. Now for folding, here's what I'm learning. We want two of them to go backwards and this one to come up, okay? Because these ones that come up, so when you have this, you have one flippy flap in the back and you have two in the front. This has to be the front because you want it to go up. And then this, where it goes up, goes to the inside. So you're basically just folding it concertina. But that's not right either. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. Take that back. I refolded it. So that goes up. That goes up. This opens up. This goes up. This opens up. And this goes up. So you just have to get it. She is Jen's Arty Inclinations. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hers look a lot different than mine, but as far as the decorations. Okay, there's the video where I got the inspiration. Okay, let's do one that looks more like maybe what she had more of a, oh, like vintage ephemera kind of a look. Hang on, let me see what I can find over here. Let's pick something out of here. Ooh. That would be pretty right there. I think that's got to be the one. I think that has got to be, now let me just make sure I know. There we go. It's this one. I think that's where I want it. I think this is where I want it, where the butterflies are. So I am going to cut off the top with my paper trimmer, if I can find it. Well, let's not do the paper trimmer. Let's just do this. So I'm going to cut off right below this leaf. Looks about right. I must have been on the metal part of the ruler. It's a little metal lip. There we go. Yep, that'll be really pretty. Okay. And then let's cut All right. Now, the only thing, oh, please do come back, Tony. We love new people. And hey, Pam, your package is going out today. All right, so it's this way here. Okay, let me get some glue down. Yes, Tony, we have lots of fun. For right now, I'm on every day of the week except for Thursdays. Starting September 4th, here's the big announcement for those who may have missed it earlier. I'm going to go through for 1 day a week through like October or November, because this is my busy part of the year. And I can't do this every day and keep up with the holidays are coming up. I got to make more inventory. I have my one big show coming up and I've got to get ready for that. And I'm not getting this on here very well, am I? I just need more time. So we'll be Wednesdays only for a little while. And then the end of August or sometime in November. Oh, dude, look at how good that bowl is working. I need the bigger one though, because my scraps are longer. I just don't have anywhere to put it right this minute. You know, I've been thinking a lot about the year coming up. You know, I've been doing the Happy Mail and that's been going really well. And I may continue to do that, but I may come up with something different to do. I saw a video the other day, and I'm not going to name any names, but some of you will know who it is because you watch her too. I saw a video the other day that said, my channel is dying. Right away, you guys may know who I'm talking about. And how, you know, people aren't commenting and their whole, you know, channel is just kind of falling downhill. Now, it's summertime, and it's always slow in summertime because people are busy. People have stuff going, and oh, that bowl is so nice. All right, there we go. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Maybe we need a person on there. Or the other thing we could put on here. Oh, you guys, I've been working on this. I'm not done yet. Look at, remember this? We're going to make a folio out of it. I'm working on this one right here now. But there's all the doodling I've done so far. This one's going to be cool. But I'm getting there. Anyway, she was just talking about how her channel is not doing so well and people aren't engaging, and I got to thinking about that with my channel, and I thought, okay, let's my word for next year may end up being engagement, me becoming more engaged with other channels and other channels with me. Bye, KK. Actually, we're just about done. We've got about 7 minutes. And I thought, if I'm going to ask you guys to really show me support, then how am I supporting you? And what can I do to support you? And I want to, for those of you who have channels, I mean, if you don't have a channel and you just love to come and hang out, that's one thing. But I can have more guests on. There's just so many things I could do. So I'm thinking about some ideas for next year. So help me out. If you think of something, like maybe you've seen somebody else do it and you think it would be a good idea, send me an email. Let me know. Because I would love to have some more input. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a charcoal pencil. If you guys haven't seen this before, just look at the two sides and then we'll smudge it a little bit to put a little bit of shadow. Can you see just the two sides, how different they are? How much more defined that one is versus this side? And you can make it, I'm just doing light, sketchy lines. You can make it as dark as you want it. But you can really see the difference of the two sides. And today I'm using a charcoal pencil. Sometimes I use a regular pencil. This one happens to be a charcoal pencil. But you guys know I love my shading. And maybe we'll do just a little bit here on his body. So what do you think of that? I love it. I think it's I think it just really brings out the outline and makes these things stand out almost if they're the focal images that we added. Didn't add anything. They were just already in the paper. Isn't that nice? And then I'll take the brown one that I got. I don't see it off the top. I'll find the brown one and I'll do a little more around, or maybe I'll just get a pencil, which my pencil has a broken tip, so I'm going to have to sharpen it. But maybe I'll just get a, regular pencil that isn't quite so dark and go around a little bit of the flowers and bring a little definition out in the flowers. So that is, oh, and I have a special idea for a tag topper here. We'll work on that tomorrow. So anyway, we are done for the day. And I need to get back to invoicing because it's got to be finished up today. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not seeing that other pencil that I'm looking for. But anyway, there's some Flippy Floppy tags with lots of journaling space. Yes, what, April? Yeah, I'll enhance that flower a bit. It'll take me a while to do it, so love them. There we go. And you can, if you're not sure about the whole Flippy Floppy thing, go back and watch it again. You just have to get the folding right. And you can tell while you're doing it if you're folding it right, because you know, everything when you look on the inside, like the side should, whoops, I'm sorry, the top should fold up, the middle should fold up, and then the middle should fold up. So I guess it's always the middle that folds up. It's the top one on the first page. When you go over, it's that middle piece, and then this piece. That's how it should fold. And that's all journaling space. So this is just a big old, instead of creating little notepads. Oh, you love it. Oh, good. I'm glad you love it. All right, ladies, I'm going to go get back to some invoicing, and I will see you tomorrow morning, and we'll have something else fun to do. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Love you all. And if you haven't yet, please give me a big old thumbs up and a comment if you want to get into the Happy Mail drawing. All right. Bye.